My name is Shadi. I am the CEO of the Avon Night Shelter, Western Cape. These young gentlemen, they all look like my older brothers, are part of the Avon Night Shelter. In December, November, December, we had this idea to take, it was meant to be 20 individuals, males from the different shelters, and then bring them into a central point where they can get some security training. These guys, or most of them, were part of that. They became patrollers in Fish Hoek. They paired with Mach 1 security. They did exceptionally well in that. The crime statistics showed that the crime had dropped for the month of December by 26%. I think that's phenomenal. A great philosopher said this: with the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. One of my key sponsors for this project was Alan Gray, and I was chatting with Michael from Alan Gray yesterday. I became very emotional. I had goosebump moments, and he said, "Shadi, are you okay?" I said, "I'm just overwhelmed with emotion because they made it. They got to this point. And thank you for that support." And he said, "Well, let's see how else we can support you." I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." Then the Haven social workers, we have 15 social workers at our Haven, the Cork Bay shelter staff, and in particular the manager, Natasha Mento, my board of management and my senior management, my assistant, my colleague, she's in the kitchen, Wahida. To Archangel, you guys were phenomenal. I mean, dedicated to working with homeless, vulnerable people is quite a thing. It's quite a humanitarian thing. And then upskilling and creating opportunities for growth and, more importantly, employment. And I believe most of these young men have already been handpicked by the companies here, and it blesses my heart. There's always hope. If we keep telling ourselves that, no matter what, we may stumble today, we may fall today, but we can rise up because there's hope. People always tell us that our hope has been diminished, but it's up to you to get up when you fall. To the graduates, I want to express my gratitude for availing yourselves. You are a first for the Avon. You have set the benchmark, and what a high benchmark you've set. You have made a decision to change your destiny, to not conform to the norm, but to reach and grasp your breakthrough with both your hands. This is big. Maybe not as big for me or the Haven, but it's big for each and every one of these people who have made a conscientious decision to change their destiny, to change their future, and not, as I mentioned earlier on, to not conform to the norm. To Archangel, Liam, Gio, and the wives, the supporters and donors, as we would say in the military, bravo Zulu to you. That means well done to you all on the success of this. And together we can say, we did it.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Liam. I'm one of the instructors and a sponsor of this course. I've been involved since the initial concept, through the planning phase, and painfully through the execution phase. So even when there's a little sperm-sized idea in Shadi's mind, I've been right through it. So this statue, or trophy rather, is special for two reasons. Firstly, it's the first batch, and this particular one is going to be the first ever issue. The secondly is the man who made it. I've got a very good friend of mine, an esteemed artist, Johann Stein. He said, "We do not copy, we create and we innovate." Quote, an element of the divine, an archangel on his knees showing service, but nobody's fool. He has a sword and he can bear it. Each one of these statues took 15 hours each.
I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. Not for us, but for them. Okay, they are the prize winners today, all of them. We wouldn't have been able to do this without obviously the Haven Night Shelter, so Shadi, thank you very much. We appreciate it. With your guys' effort and our collaboration together and working as a team, we've made it possible for these young gentlemen to better their futures. I just want to say thank you to obviously a couple of my sponsors, one of them being Crime Watch, and Compass, the other one, Compass Tactical, for stepping forward. I went to them and I said to them, "Guys, this is an initiative that we're busy with," and both of them jumped up and said, "Count us in." we are there. They love the idea purely because they know who they're being trained by and they know that it's decent training. Again, thank you for being here to support the students. Okay, guys, I'd like all my students to take a stand. As from today, from now, you leave here as an archangel. Well done, guys.